Hey guys, welcome back to Tactical Pontoon. Now, before we get started, I have a question. Are you following me on Instagram? Yes? No? Well, if not, you need to follow the link down below and give me a follow. The reason why I say that is when it comes to the most up-to-date information, you're going to find it on Instagram. You're also going to find special sales, special codes, also some very cool pictures of builds that I've been a part of, builds that I'm currently working on, and while this is a decent webcam, the pictures that I'm able to get for Instagram are far better than anything you're going to see on the YouTube video. So, give it a follow. It really is a great way for us to interact, and you can direct message me on there, as well of course going through the website using the contact forms, and I'm on there every day. So if you're a follower on Instagram, you probably have an idea of what this video is going to be about, because I pretty much posted a picture and said, hey, this is what we've got a video of. So it's the end of September 2019. Now, the end of September brings the beginning of October. Now, what does October have to do with any of this? Well, October brings Halloween. And what does Halloween bring? Well, it brings out zombies. And what does, zombies have to do with triggers? Well, zombie green, of course. Let's celebrate October with the reintroduction of a limited run of zombie green triggers. Now, the last time I did zombie green, it was actually very hard to keep it on the shelf. Everybody loved it, and it actually got so busy that I had to remove zombie green as an option, and I haven't brought it back since. Well, here we are. We've got another chance to get a hold of zombie green triggers. And I have to say, it's a really good looking shoe. This version of zombie green is an anodized zombie green, which is originally what I wanted to do in the last run, but it didn't happen. So bigger and better, always bigger and better. Zombie green anodized. These things are really cool, and it's going to be available for Generation 1 through 3, including Polymer 80, Generation 4, including the Nomads, as well as your Slimline series, your 43s, your 43X, and your 48. Now, Generation 5, guys, you're kind of going to be left out in the cold. I just don't have the ability to get a hold of a zombie green Generation 5 trigger. Now, you're not completely forgotten. There is a way to make it happen. Get a hold of me via the contact form if you're interested in making this happen. The way we're able to do that is by deleting the AMB slide release and going back to a Generation 3 slide release along with that trigger. Now it will fit. We can build a system around that, but with the AMB slide release, I'm just not able to make that happen. So Generation 5, you're not completely out in the cold, but you do have to give up your AMB slide release at this point. So keep that in mind if you're interested. Okay, now it's a different shoe. It is definitely a different shoe than the EMV3 Phalanx. This is not the Steel City Arsenal shoe, but like the Steel City Arsenal shoe, it does have threaded pins instead of your standard press fit pins. So no pin walking yet again. I'm a huge fan of this system. Now, this is very close to the APEX marksman system that I offer. That being said, it does have a little bit of take-up, like the APEX does. It has an adjustable over travel stop. It has the performance connector that I use in the APEX Marksman series, as well as the EMV3 Phalanx. So it does use the same high performance connector. It has the same extremely high polish job, the tuned trigger bar, all your good stuff that you're going to need as well as it's going to come with 2 striker springs, one 4.5 pound and one 5 pound striker spring, so that you're able to tune this trigger to the way that you want it. You're probably going to be seeing anywhere from about a high 3.5 pound to about a 4 pound trigger, depending on how you set it up. And the action is really, really nice. What you have here is, let's see if we can get it to kind of pick it up. There we go. Okay, look at that beautiful trigger shoe. Right here you can see it's good. And it's going to come back. It doesn't really have a wall per se. Now, if you want me to build one that has a defined wall, get with me on the contact form. I can make that happen. But your standard one is not going to have your dedicated hard wall. This is going to come up to where you feel the striker about to break, and then it's going to pull through, and then look at this quick reset right there, right back through. Just a beautiful, smooth action. Let's watch it again all the way through. So at rest, you're going to come in, and it's going to get right up to the break point, and then it's going to pull right through. Quick reset, pull right through. Very smooth, just a really nice action. So everything that you like from the AMAX Marksman series, the EMV3 Phalanx, but just a little bit of take-up. It's not bad. What really is beautiful is the action itself. That first initial shot, yeah, you're going to have a little bit of take-up, but when it comes to all those subsequent shots, it's just right there. Boom, 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 right up to that wall. And it's really not a wall. You're rolling through the resistance. So it's a very good marksman style trigger. That's why it's part of the, we'll call it the zombie marksman. I like that, zombie marksman. This little guy right here, basic internals. It's nice and polished. Can't show all the good stuff until you buy it, that is. So that's the zombie marksman. Available for Generation 1 through 3, Generation 4, Polymer 80, Nomad, your Slimline series. It's the perfect thing for your Halloween build. And even just this basic black build, this zombie green just rocks. Just beautiful. Really does bring out, it's a nice contrast. It's got a great action. Shoots wonderfully. It's limited to 10. I'm going to do 10. After that, we'll see. But I want to give it a shot for 10. So this system is going to be available on the website within the week. That way I can get them built and out to you before Halloween, so that, of course, you can celebrate in style with a zombie green trigger shoe from Tactical Pontoon. Just a real quick thing. This is an Amend 2 magazine, and I want to give a shout out to Black Sheep Gunworks. I'm going to link his YouTube down below. He gave me the heads up that you can actually pull the, where is it at? The large, they come with, this is a Glock 17 version. It holds 18 rounds with their basic base plate. And their basic base plate is actually very, very large. It's kind of bulky. I'm a big fan of Amend 2 magazines for AR and for Glock. But the one thing that I didn't like was on the Glocks, they put this really bulky base plate. And it just always, it was too much. Now, he let me know that you can actually pull that base plate off and you can use Glock style magazine extensions. This one's a Zev on the Amen 2 magazine. Looks better. It does stick out a little bit. You know, there is a little bit of a gap between the grip and the base plate. While that may look a little funky for some, I don't mind it so much. This large bulky base plate just always threw me off. I wasn't a big fan. Whereas with the Zev, I can live with that. So big shout out to him. He's a new channel. He's somebody that I have been following on Instagram for a while. I'm actually looking forward to building him a special trigger. He does reviews, some torture tests. I know he took the new IWI Masada out and just beat the living crap out of it, and it survived him. I'm pretty impressed. It's something I'd like to get a hold of, and I do believe he'll be sending me that Masada to go through. I'm going to do some trigger work on it, so that should be fun. Pretty much that's it for today on Tactical Pontoon. Look for the Zombie Marksman on my Instagram and look for it on the website. I'd link the website down below, but of course, YouTube is not a big fan of stuff like that. We will catch you next time on Tactical